evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am welcoming you to your favorite show, Game of Games, a sports talk show with Samuel Lex and YK. This is a show where we'll give you everything that is happening in the world of sports. My name is Obuton Omaya, popularly known as Samuel. On the screen, you are seeing the dreaded man, Lex. For see me, Lex. How are you doing? That's how you want to do. You want to greet the fans and all the viewers.
I'm very well. We thank God.
Wow.
We thank God.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw your messages. I saw your love. Last week I wasn't on the show. Lex and YK did a fantastic job last week. Especially Lex. I'm saying kudos to you, Lex.
No, this vice captain job, you know work at all, you have it. I need to go make you get injury. Make team. We tackle our medical team.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's going to be an interesting show as always. Before we go on that short break, let me quickly give to you the talking points for today's show. Talking points. So we'll be reviewing the match that was played yesterday between Spain and France, and also we'll be reviewing today's match between Netherlands and England. And we'll also go to Copa America. We'll be previewing, reviewing, I beg your pardon, the match that was played 1 a.m. Nigerian time, if I'm not mistaken, between Argentina and Canada. Argentina won the match by 2-0. So these are the talking points for today's program. But before we go on that short break, I quickly want to give to us the news that broke out in cricket in a few minutes ago before we start the show this evening. It talks about the cricket whereby India refused to travel to Pakistan for ICC Champion Trophy 2025. Instead, the ICC has requested that BCCI to host Indian match in either Sri Lanka or Dubai. So these are the latest news. The latest news in the world of cricket. And also, before I dive into the world of the news in the world of transfer, before I give you one or two news in the world of transfer, I quickly want to give to you the news in the world of tennis. And Djokovic has accused Wimbledon fans of disrespect after claiming he was bruised during his win on Monday. The news spread around. I beg your pardon. On Monday, after Djokovic won his match on Monday, the fans started, booing Djokovic. And in the press conference, we were hoping that Djokovic is going to apologize, but no, he did not apologize. We all know Djokovic is a legend when it comes to tennis. So he has to, according to the news said he disrespected the fans because the fans booed him after he won his game on Monday. So these are the these are the news in the world of tennis. All right. Before I give you the news in the world of transfers, okay, let's quickly go on that short break. When we come back, we'll go fully into today's talking point. Don't go nowhere.
Jonas Concept. At Jonas Concept, we are expert in installation of steelwork, carport, car cover, collapsible, automated shutter, panel mesh, handrail, and flower pot spraying. You can contact us on this following number: 290-5734-9791, or follow us on YouTube or subscribe to our YouTube at Jonas Concept. Jonas Concept, expert in installation Teamwork.
Game of Games, a sports talk show. Life on Instagram at Game of Games. For your in-depth analysis in sports, join Sir Mayor, Lex, and YK. Life on Instagram every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. You can follow us on our social media platforms, youtube.com Game of Games 25 and on tiktok.com Game of Games Sliles. Game of Games, a sports talk show.
Welcome back from that show, but this is your favorite show, Game of Games, a sports talk show with Samuel, Lex, and YK. Before we talk about today's talking point, okay, I quickly want to give to us the news in the world of transfer, okay. Michael Olise, we all know Michael Olise has completed his move to Bayern Munich. These are the latest transfer in the world of sports, football, especially, okay. So Michael Olise has completed his move to Bayern Munich. And Palia, we all know Palia, the former player for, or let me say the player, is still a player for Fulham. He's expected to join Bayern Munich. But I'm wondering, Lex, before we talk about today's talking point, I'm wondering why is Bayern Munich going for all these not superstar players, but young players like Michael Olise and Palia.
Is Palia actually young? Palia is 28.
But it's not, to me, it's not that he's a fantastic player, but not a player for the likes of Bayern Munich.
Why? What makes him not the player for the likes of Bayern Munich?
No, the caliber of player like to sign.
There's nothing spectacular about Bayern Munich last season. And they need a team rather than a conglomeration of stars.
Nope.
They need a team. If they are going to get a team, then definitely people like Palia, Michael Olise definitely has a chance in that team.
But do you think the fans will not be asking the manager some questions about his signing?
What question do fans want to ask if there are results on the pitch? That's the only thing that if they are getting results on the pitch, who cares what you sign?
You are right. Absolutely. So Palia is expected to join Bayern Munich later today. So let's hopefully tomorrow, Thursday, he will become Bayern Munich player. And finally, in the world of transfer, we all know Sonia Aluko now. The former Nigerian player Sonia Aluko has become the new manager of Ipswich Town. That is a great news for Sonia Aluko. And guess what? He's going to coach in the EPL next season. Wow, a Nigerian coach. Fantastic, Lex. So what's your take about that, Lex?
I think it's a fantastic news for Nigeria. The last time we had a Nigerian coach play in the top league in the world, I think was Samson Siasia or something like that. Leagues in the world. I think it was Siasia. And to have Sonia,
three Nigerian former players coach in the EPL. The first person is Michael Emenalo. Do you know Michael Emenalo?
No, he was at Chelsea or something.
Yeah. Thank you. Michael Emenalo, Sheyolo Fijano, and this is the third person, Sonia Aluko.
Sheyolo Fijano coached in the Premier League.
I'm telling you, I was surprised when I read the news.
Sheyolo Fijano, what team was that?
No, it was. I think he became an assistant coach.
Even
I'm doing it.
Emenalo was not the manager. Was not a manager.
Per se, he's not a manager per se, but he was also an assistant coach. Michael Emenalo.
Yeah. He was first a coach for the reserves at Chelsea.
Yes.
At some point, he became a developmental strategist or something like that before he became assistant manager. Right, that was at
No, it became
Chelsea. I don't know if he coached. I don't know if he coached any other.
I think after was he became an assistant manager to Roberto Di Matteo. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he became an assistant manager to Roberto Di Matteo. So this is a great news for Nigeria as far as I'm concerned.
This is the first time, right, that we're having a main manager.
Thank you.
That's the Nigerian in the Premier League, and it's a great news for us. It means Nigerians are also doing well in the world of coaching, and maybe the Nigerian team will stand a chance after a while to compete in the global front if we have elite coaches who has a proven track record, because I'm sure that this season is going to be a very important season for Sonny Ali.
Yes, fantastic. And Lex, I also want to add that this will also be a very, very important thing for the current Super Eagles players, that they should be thinking ahead of football. I mean, when I leave football, what am I going to do? You understand? You know, the likes of I even read in the news that the likes of Kevin De Bruyne has completed his coaching lesson, his coaching courses. I beg your pardon. The likes of Kevin De Bruyne has completed. You know, I could remember when Vincent Kompany was still playing for Manchester City. He too, then he was going for
his coaching back.
Yeah, he earned it, and look at where Vincent Kompany is coaching today. Bayern Munich, big club.
Also, another example is Thiago Alcantara. He just retired from football, and he's already getting a coaching at Barcelona.
So
he just retired a few days ago, and already Barcelona, the Flick wants him to be a part of his coaching crew.
Wow. So I want that to be.
I guess the problem with Nigerians is because a lot of Nigerians did not make it globally in football because it was completely passion. It was partly passion, partly survival.
You are right.
They wanted to survive. And we don't get money. We can't find for football again. Once I retire, I'm gone.
Exactly.
You understand? So I guess maybe if more people go for football, or they actually play football because of the passion, maybe they will be more interested in the coaching aspect, and they will be sorting their badges as well. But that's just by the way.
Fantastic. And I also want you to motivate our players, even the local players. The players that are playing in the Nigerian Premier Football League. You should motivate them that, okay, when I retire, let me go for coaching courses. Well, they may not earn the UEFA badge, you understand? They may earn the CAF coaching license, you understand? But at least it will even help us as a team, you know, going forward as a team, you understand? So, all right, let's now dive down into the main talking point for today's program. Okay, we spent like 15 minutes, okay, on the show. We spent 15 minutes already, and we have 15 minutes to go on the show. Okay, Lex, we need to do the program as fast as we can, okay? And let's review the match against between Spain and France yesterday, okay? You watch the match. If you don't watch it, I'm sure you will have seen the highlight of the match. What an interesting match yesterday. I watched it on my phone yesterday, and it was an interesting match. It was an interesting match. Wow. What are you going to say about that match, your review? Especially that young talented guy. What are you going to say about it?
I think football generally, there's a reason we love this sport. There's a reason we love this game. Right?
Exactly.
Football has always been intriguing, has always been interesting, and it will continue to be. Although there are so many things that are mitigating against the sports we all love, such as VAR, wrong interpretation of football laws and all of that,
Exactly.
refereeing and all of that that are mitigating against. But regardless, the game is still the game. The game is a wonderful game, and we all love it for a reason. Now, what really called my attention concerning this game was the fact that Adrian Rabiot, before the game, said
I was going there, legs.
he said that Yamal, if he wants to play in the final, needs to play better than he has ever played in the
I
competition.
know. I know.
And Lamine Yamal scored a beauty, played it. The commentator said he has been quiet all through the match, and now he has made himself known. He made himself known in a very fantastic way, in a way that nobody would forget. No French player will forget. In fact, at the end of the game, at the interview, what's his name? Mbappe said that Euro 2024 was a failure for him. That it's either you are good or you are not.
I'm also going
He
there.
was not good.
Well, thank God you branched.
And he was not good. The fact remains that, let's be honest, at the beginning, we gave Spain little chance. We expected them to be exciting, to be creative, to be pleasing to the eyes to watch. But we particularly didn't expect them to go all the way and pull out these different rabbits they are pulling out of their hats.
Yeah.
Right? But the game is the game as well at the same time. Right? And it is fantastic. It is wonderful. We on this show, we've always bargained for upsets. And
Exactly.
this as far as I'm concerned, this upset is very interesting. France is gone, and in a beautiful way for Spain, they are gone. That game was a wonderful game of football, in my opinion. It showcased talent, present and future. Because this boy is just going to turn 17 maybe next month or in 2 months' time. I don't know. Before the end of the year. He's 16. And for every time he plays beyond 7 p.m., Spain has to pay $30,000 or £30,000 because he's on that. So as a country, even one billionaire or 1 millionaire in the country can decide to just continue playing this boy. I will keep paying that £30,000. No problem. Because it has proven the boy has proven to be the revelation of the competition, and it's good for football. It's good for us fans. That is what we want to see.
Yes.
That is exactly what we want to see. And to see France go home the way they did, well, who does not like the cries of elite? I want to see the elite cry. France is an elite. I'm happy to see them cry. Why not?
So when do you think France lost it yesterday? When do you think they lost it yesterday? Because to me, to me, I think France lost the match yesterday in their attack. The attack is not encouraging yesterday. It's not encouraging. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's not encouraging at all. Dembele was just playing, the way he was playing yesterday. I was like, why is Dembele? Why can't you stop this man and put in a better player? You understand? Mbappe tried all his best, but once they didn't feed him, the midfield did not supply him the ball. You understand? He's going to ball. All I'm just going to say is that the attack yesterday is not encouraging. It's not encouraging. So what's your thought about that?
I think, like YK said on one of the shows, he made reference to Rafael Leao and this other winger for Portugal. He said they don't know what they are supposed to be doing. That football is not their. I want to throw the same line. You see, Dembele is just like what's this guy's name again? Ben Arfa.
Oh, Atem Ben Arfa, yeah.
Just like Atem Ben Arfa. Very, very, very sweet footballers, but very unserious footballers. You understand? They are very good. So I guess they are supposed to just be playing street football, not professional.
Not professional.
Not professional football. Honestly, because I feel like uh, on a stage like that,
Hmm.
it's not where you want to start uh, imposing
Hmm.
yourself.
Hmm. Exactly.
It's where you are supposed to play with your team and make sure that getting the result is the most important thing to
Exactly.
you, not where you want to be showing how much your dribbling has improved. No,
Hmm.
nobody cares about that. Now, um, what's it called? A team like Jose Mourinho said at some point. He said Manchester City when he was at Manchester United. He said Manchester City can have the ball and can take the ball home as far as I have the 3 points. I'm good.
Points. Exactly.
This is a seven game. This is a seven game or thereabout tournament, right?
Yeah.
It means
Yeah.
that you have to be at your best at every time. It's not a 38 game season long football tournament. This is a 7 game tournament. You have to be at your best
Yes.
at every time. You snooze and you go home. It's as simple as that. So if you have
Exactly.
players who like Dembele who are very unserious in their attack, definitely your team will go home
Hmm.
and you give the chance for a 16-year-old to shine. And that's what we say.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You are right. I love your analysis. Your analysis is spot on. Okay, spot on. All right. Lex, we have like 7 minutes to end the show. Okay. But before we we still have like 3 talking points or 2 talking points. I beg your pardon to talk about. All right. Let's dive down to the second talking point. Okay. Now I want us to preview tonight's match between Netherlands and England. Wow. Wow. Lex, on this show, let me say again, on this show, we've criticized, we've analyzed, we've advised England on this show. But guess what? They keep surprising us. Here they are in the semi-final. What's your take?
I don't think it is England that is surprising us. It is the game of football that is surprising us. Let's not deceive ourselves. England they've not they falter to deceive. Either they are getting the result or not. Yes, we know the result is the most important thing. But the England team that we know has the ability to deliver more than they delivered. That they are getting the result does not take this criticism away from them.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
They are really producing less than we know they can produce, and that's why we keep talking about them in this way. But regardless, Netherlands has not been fantastic themselves. They are in the same clique with England.
I agree with you.
Promise a lot, deliver so little. So this game can go either ways. We know England is not they are not pulling their weight. So is Netherlands. They are both land. They are both from the land. So
You are right. So England, Netherlands.
So they
Even
are.
if you want to call the second team of Netherlands, even if you want to call the second team of Netherlands, we still own land.
Now still land. So there's no. I don't think the game going either way is going to be a surprise. England has the chance to win. Netherlands has the chance to win. All right. But my own personal bias, I would actually prefer that Netherlands goes ahead. The quarter. But the fact remains that Netherlands has nothing over this England team. Netherlands has absolutely nothing over this England team. And the game has the chance to go either way. But personal bias, I would want Netherlands to go
Now, if England wins tonight and they get to the finals, okay, are we going to say Gareth Southgate has become one of the greater manager of this English team?
Apparently, we are now in an era where statistics and all of these things matter a lot.
Yeah,
But apparently, he's going to be one of their best managers ever, because he has brought them into more knockout stages. in how many years? Less than 7 years or thereabouts.
All right. All
And
right.
they've been in more than 40 years before then. He got to the finals of the Euro 2022, or
Yeah,
when was the last?
The last
Yes,
Euros.
he got to the finals of the last Euro. He got them to the semi-final of the World Cup,
Yeah.
and now in the semi-final
Yeah.
of another Euros.
Euros.
So
Yeah.
is going to be, despite the fact that we do not enjoy their football, they are getting the results, and he's going to be one of the most important managers ever in their history. That's a fact. Nothing that can dispute that. It's a fact. All right. So look at it very well. Either we like his style of football, either we like what he has done with the team or not. The fact that they've gotten to where they are right now, and they have the chance of getting to the final, means that he's either a very unbelievably lucky man, or he actually knows what.
Oh, fantastic! He actually knows what he's doing according to according to Lex Posimi. All right, Lex, let's go down to the third talking point now. We are traveling all the way to the Copa America. We are traveling all the way to the Southern America. Okay. Earlier today, 1 a.m. in the morning, midnight Nigerian time. Okay. Argentina won against Canada by 2-0. And guess what? Lionel Messi, who is just 37 or 38, if I'm not mistaken, 37, I think, scored their first goal. And according to what the fans were, the media or fans were saying, I beg your pardon, the fans were saying, they said the Messi's goal was an offside. You understand? The Messi's goal was have you seen that Messi's goal?
No, I haven't.
No. According to what the media was saying, maybe you should go and watch it. You are going to tell us on Friday. You are going to tell us on Friday. But according to what the media are saying, by the way, they said the Messi goal was an offside goal, but they just have to leave it like that. You know, blah blah blah, this and that. You understand? But we all know that going to that game, Argentina are the favorite of that match. Canada are just going to try all food. You understand? But don't let us discredit Canada. Canada has done a fantastic job in this competition. You will agree with me. And this is their first competition. Can you imagine, Lex? This is their first competition in Copa America, and see where they are. They are getting into the semi-finals of the Copa America. Now, where did you think, with the exception of Messi, where did you think Argentina get it right, Lex?
Okay, first of all, let me say that, just like I said earlier in this episode, I said that despite the fact that we love this game, there are quite a number of factors that have been mitigating against this game. That is, bring one or two things that we really do not like, or we don't want in this sport to this game. And one of them is the fact that continuously and unabated, we've continuously seen situations where it seems like Messi is always a favorite, where it seems like Messi can never do anything wrong, where it seems like decisions are always going Messi's way. In fact, some conspiracy theorists, they even said that because of Messi, they had to keep doing Copa America, keep hosting Copa America every year. There was a time they were almost hosting it every year, so that Messi can win. So that Messi can win one, and eventually
he has eventually won one.
All these things can be conspiracy theories, no doubt, right?
No doubt.
In my conspiracy theories, but when it becomes too frequent, they kind of start resembling the truth. So I will not completely dispute if that goal was an offside goal. Well, it's not the first time we'll see it that a divisive decision will go Messi's way or Argentina's way. That is not going to be the first time. So I can't say much about it because I haven't seen it. I'm just clearing that. So
I know.
Now to Canada. Now to Canada. Their first time in the Copa America. Their first time they are getting out of the group stage. The first time they are getting out of the quarterfinals. The first time they are getting into the semifinals.
No.
That's a laudable attempt.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes.
They've done absolutely well for themselves. They've announced themselves the Copa America world, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind taking it a step further in the next one. But the fact remains that Argentina is just like France, is a force to reckon with in the world of football. Either they have been helped by officials or whatever, they are a force to reckon with in the world of football. In the same Argentina team, we still have the likes of Di Maria, we still have the likes of we still have the likes of McAllister, we still have the likes of several other wonderful players who are playing in that team. So it cannot be down to Messi alone. Messi is a fantastic player, regardless of what anybody has to say. Wonderful, fantastic, generational. You understand? But Argentina without Messi will still strive, will still survive, will still do fantastic. Yeah, because that particular team has a wonderful set of players who are playing in that team. You understand? And yes, like you said, there's no doubt about it. Argentina will always be the favorite, right? And Canada will always be the underdog. If Canada has upset Argentina, it will be a wonderful news, or a shocking news to the world of football. Argentina came out the winners as expected. Yes, it is what it is. It's a game of football. Canada can applaud themselves on their way home, but it is what it is.
Fantastic. It is what it is. All right. I want us to talk about the Uruguay versus Colombia match, but we'll talk about that on Friday because our time is almost up. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, it is an interesting show. We will try to give you what you want to hear. We will try to analyze the talking point for each game of games Doctor Show edition. All right. This how we are going to wrap up today's program. Okay. We want to hear your views as always on all our social media platforms on Facebook. On Instagram. We are game1_ on Instagram. On YouTube, we are Game of Game 25, while on TikTok, we are Game of Game 1_. We want you to contribute. We want to hear your views on all our social media platforms. Okay. Until we see again on Friday. Beg your pardon. I want to say Wednesday. Until we see again on Friday. Lex, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. YK is not joining us due to one or two hamstring injuries. He's going to join us by his grace. He's going to join us by his grace on Friday. All right. Until we see again on Friday by his grace, by the special grace of God. Stay blessed. Don't drink and drive. God bless you all. God bless Nigeria. Lex, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.